Hello everyone, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Hope you can hear me well. I'm wondering whether you can hear the rain outside. Yeah, there's a lot of energy outside in the sky. A lot of thunder and lightning. Yeah, and you probably hear that now. Another lightning strike. Hopefully through the rain, the noise of the rain, maybe you can hear me. Hopefully. Okay, this is a new moon reading, new moon in Virgo reading. I'm using this beautiful, absolutely Botticelli tarot. I'm going to show you the box. There it is. It has gold in the cards. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm so excited to introduce this to you. This is by Sandro Botticelli. A lot of you may be familiar with his work. He is amazing, right? So this is one of my prized possessions right now, and I wanted to use it on a special reading for you. As I said, this is the reading for the new moon in Virgo, which is happening on the 9th. Today is actually the 7th. It's evening in Sydney. So on the 9th, for most people, for others of you, it would be early morning, like in Sydney down under. Early morning, Saturday. Not Saturday, Sunday morning. So yes, new moon in Virgo, which I'm so excited to do the reading with the energies that we are working with. I will explain the planetary positions in a second. I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross with the Botticelli. I'm using the Vera Sibilla, right, by Masenghini for more clarity. And I will be taking probably 3 cards from the Romance Angels for love. Those of you that are interested in your love life and what's happening there. And then I will be taking 1 spirit message for each of the signs. This is one video. It's a general and love reading. Whatever I see, I will mention. Spirit messages by Holland. As I said at the end, do stick around. I will be taking 1 card for each sign. So I'm doing the Celtic cross. I'm not doing reversals. Oh my God, 1 card already and I didn't even get to start. This is the Justice. It's a number 11, but it is called Strength. So to reach justice, you need to be strong. 11, which is Justice, is the energy of Libra, and it's also the energy of Leo because it is the Strength card. This is taming that wild beast, trying to get to balance, because 11s and the Justice card always speaks of balance. It is called Strength. So yes, Strength talks about Leo. Leo is where the North Node still is. The South Node is in Aquarius. The North Node still is in the North Node in Leo, the South Node in Aquarius. Now, let's talk about what is happening planetarily. Just a minute. Now, when I've got any planets at 0 degrees, where they're ready to change sign, for me it is very important. Venus is at 0 degrees of Scorpio. She's just on the new moon, this is. And before I say anything else, know that this reading will be playing out. It will be relevant for you for the next couple of weeks to a month. So don't think that because the new moon is on the 9th of September 2018 that it's only for that day. So for those of you that want more clarity as the month progresses, you should come back and see if anything has resonated for you. So Venus is at 0 degrees of Scorpio. It's just dipped its feet into Scorpio. Right? So 0 degrees, very important. Now Chiron is at 0 degrees of Aries. It's going backwards because it's retrograde. Venus has still not been retrograde. She has not turned retro yet, but she's in her shadow period, which is, what does shadow mean? It's when it's the area that she will be moving over as she is retrograding, right? So she'll be back over this point. 2 cards just fell out, the 9 and the 10 of Swords. A lot of air energy. Now Libra did show up before. The South Node is in Aquarius, and Mars is at practically 0 degrees of moving into Aquarius. So Aquarius, yes, the South Node is there. Mars is going to be moving over that point of the South Node and where it was retrograding again. Now, I think it was at 5 degrees. Now, it's not going to take long because Mars is going now direct. It is picking up speed, so it will be passing over that very important 5 degrees of Aquarius and passing over the South Node again. So do know that I think we are tying up situations. Things are happening. Now, this is a new moon, which speaks of new beginnings. But for there to be a new beginning, sometimes we need to get rid of the dead energy. And when I say dead energy, Venus is in Scorpio, right? Scorpio is all about death and transformation. She is heading for Jupiter, who is at 18 degrees, but it's going to take a while for her to pass over Jupiter because she's not going to be in Scorpio for too long. She's going to retrograde back into Libra. So that means we are working through relationships, partnerships, anything to do with what is of value to us. Any sort of relationships in your life, right? Because Libra is all about relationships. Some of you may be going through divorce, where there's going to be a transformation, because Libra does speak of divorce. Justice, 11, a new doorway. May not be easy, but it's getting you and to get on the right path. That's what happens. We're shaken up when we cannot move. We are moved by the universe. Now, Saturn has turned direct. Fantastic. In Capricorn. And Saturn is at 2 degrees. It's still got a long way to move through its own home sign of Capricorn. Capricorn is all about putting in the hard work. Saturn is the strict teacher. So we're all working very hard in whatever we need to work hard on. Now there is a fantastic energy in the sky for the next few days. There is a massive grand trine in Earth. So from Saturn to Uranus in Taurus at 2 degrees, just like Saturn, 2 degrees, and across to Mercury. Mercury is in Virgo, going direct. That's its home sign. It is picking up speed. It's going to be running through Virgo. So this trine is not going to last very long, but and then Mercury trines up to Saturn. So this is a beautiful, beautiful energy. Very well flowing. Now it does speak of communication. Mercury and Uranus. The nervous system. Be careful with your nerves. Try not to be too, and I want to say aggressive. Sometimes when we're too nervous, we can react in an aggressive way. why I'm saying that is that because Mars is ready, Mars is fire, it's ready to move into the air quality of Aquarius. So it is communication coming out of the blue unexpectedly, positive communication, positive messages, right? And even though Mercury is aligning with Saturn, I think that through good communication and doing the right thing, I think that this is a beautiful energy. Okay, so the sun and the moon are at 17 degrees. That is where the new moon is happening. So we've got a beautiful sextile, which is a lovely energy, over to Jupiter in Scorpio. So the sun and the moon, right, being together, new moon, something new beginning and relating to transformation in relation to luck. That's what Jupiter is, expansion, growth, but Jupiter can also be legal issues. So some of you may be starting legal matters, legal any legalities, anything to do with justice, finding your justice through shared resources, right? And other people's money. All right, is there anything else? Another beautiful trine, wonderful aspect from Pluto at 18 degrees in Capricorn over to the new moon. Again, something starting new, something very transformative is beginning. Pluto is still retrograde, and he will be retrograde until the end of the month. Now, he rules Scorpio, right? Once he starts to go direct, wow, it will take time because he's going to be slow. He's a very slow-moving energy, but he's very powerful. So, very powerful, new, transformative energies. Let's lay down the cards, dear people. One more thing. Neptune in Pisces is right across from the new moon. Neptune is the divine love. It's also wearing rose-colored glasses. So anything to do with the new moon and those matters that I just spoke of. Pisces is a very spiritual energy, as is Neptune. So, and it also can be a very dark and hidden place. So I think that the new moon as well as the sun are going to illuminate something that could have been very disillusioning for you in anything to do in your life, right? Okay, let's see. New moon in Virgo for all signs on the 9th and 10th of September 2018. Dear universe, spirit guides and angels. It looks as though the weather has calmed down a little bit. It's still raining, and I do believe that whatever goes on in the sky, they are signs and synchronicities. So let's begin. Okay, we've got the King of Wands in the now position. We have the Four of Swords. That's the challenge. As you can see, Aphrodite is beautiful here. So the Four of Swords, yes, it is a time of taking time out. Fours always speak of home for me. I will come back to it. The root of the issue is the Queen of Swords. Now, in the recent past, we have the Lovers, and this is the energy of Gemini. Crowning your reading, we have the Knight of Cups. Beautiful. The Knight of Chalices, it's called here. In the near future, which could be in a couple of weeks, let's say, we have the Empress. Wow. The Empress is beautiful. We all know how her energy is. She is Major Arcana. Now, In the position of you, we've got the Seven of Cups. And this is very Neptunian. Look at that beautiful angel here. This is the divine, people. 7, of course, is the number of the divine. What is external to you, dear people? We have the Wheel of Fortune. And this is Jupiter and the energy of his works in Scorpio. Your hopes and fears. Wow. The Ace of Cups. Yes, we are all looking to fill that cup of ours. You know, even though this is in the hopes and fears position, it is still a very prominent energy for me because it is showing up. And the outcome card is the Page of Wands. And this is called the Knave of Wands here. And this is, for me, it's like the Fool card. It's the minor arcana of the Fool. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, and this is the general energy, we've got the Five of Swords. Okay, now the Five of Swords, we all know. We all know that the Five of Swords is difficult energy. It is doing battle. It is trying to win over any components, any enemies, any sort of challenge that you are facing. We always know that in the Rider-Waite Tarot, we've always got someone holding the sword, which is your energy, at the front. And it does say that through whatever challenge you're going, you've got the upper hand. You've got the energy to win over. Let's see what's beneath that. And we've got the Six of Swords there, which is moving away, moving to calmer waters. So whatever battle you are going through, know that better times are ahead. Let's take one more. And we've got the Knave of Swords as well. So we've got 2 pages. The Knave of Swords does speak of speaking truth. Now we've had quite a few swords here. Don't forget we had the 9 and 10 of Swords. So the 9 and 10 of Swords, which fell out, says to me that whatever difficult times you're going through, it is time to come to an end. It's coming to an ending. As we know, with the Ten of Swords, it is the dark before the dawn. And of course, and I'm going to turn on the light. Maybe you could see the cards better. It's getting a bit too dark now. We know that all 10s break down to an ace. So now, the energy right now, there is no moon, right? We can't see the moon yet because it's in its balsamic phase. So as soon as the new moon comes in a couple of days, in a day and a bit, we can never see the moon, the new moon in the sky straight away. So it's a very dark phase. That's why I'm saying it's the dusk before the dawn. Know that with this new moon, when it actually shows up in the sky, that's when I believe that's when the clarity is going to come in for you in relation to whatever you are dealing with. Okay. In the now position, we have a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. King of Wands is someone who is very fiery and passionate, very spontaneous, very sexual energy as well. But he does not, sit and ponder and think, and he moves. He acts. He goes for what he feels strongly about, and he's the type of person who is driven by their passions. So you can be sure that this person is not one to be stagnant, to have stopped to think. Their people who take action, right? Now the challenge here is the Four of Swords. So let's say that this was your energy, the King of Wands. Then the challenge would be to take time out because this is important. The Four of Swords speaks of family matters, your foundation, your home. Now, seeing Venus, Aphrodite, on the card of challenge says that your challenge is to take time out, go within, meditate, take 5 and look at what you need, what is your next step. So that's why this is a challenge card. It's saying that a bit of time needs to happen. You need to wait. You need to hold yourself back. It is not time to take action. Remember that the Justice Strength card came out. And that was, the Strength card always speaks of being patient. That you've got the strength, yes, you can do what you're wanting, but you need to be wise. Being wise says that you need to take time, right? Now, if this is your partner, if this is a love relationship, then this person is going through a time of going within and trying to make a decision. Why are they making a decision? Because it is in relation to their home, to their, anything that deals with their home and their family. In the recent past, we've got the Lovers card, which is the energy of Gemini. Now, the Lovers is a 6 number. Of course, it speaks of balance. Look at these people. I mean, they're flying. They're in the air. They're angels. Look at them. They're twin flames. They're soulmates. It's as though they're meeting. They've met up in the sky and they're coming down to land. They're coming down to the 3D Earth, right? So that to me says that there is going to be a decision that's going to be made, head over heart decision, but you need to be grounded to make this decision. You need to connect with the earth. Okay, so if they're in your lives, if you're at a point of having to make a decision, my suggestion is that you need to connect with the earth. Now, they are above water. So there is a lot of emotion here. A lot, right? The waters are not very choppy, so this is great. I mean, the Lovers, is the best energy of all. It is major arcana. Let's look at the root of the matter, and we've got the Queen of Swords. So again, we've got Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Now, we all have, in our natal chart, we've all got air. I don't know if your planets are in air, but a lot of you could be showing up as speaking your truth, coming from a place of being detached, having to make a decision that is that deals with looking at the facts and, just as I said, being detached and trying to make a very important decision in relation to a very important bond, a very important commitment, anything like that. Now, the Queen of Swords could be someone who's been through hardship, because we know that she has grown and matured, and she uses her logic and her perception to make her decisions because of fright of being hurt again. Now, we know that the Queen of Swords and, even the King or the Queen of Swords are people who are very just in what decisions and what ruling. If this is a solicitor or a judge, this is someone who is going to make the right decision in relation to the facts that are at hand, right? So you're hoping for clarity to be able to make the right decision here. Crowning your reading is the Knight of Chalices, right, which is an offer of love that's coming forth. Now, this is a water sign, so Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Now, we do have the Seven of Cups here in the position of you. So this could be more than likely a Piscean energy out of the water signs, let's say. More Pisces. Now, Pisces is the karmic partner of Virgo because it's the sign that is right opposite Virgo. So with the, as I said, with the new moon taking place in Virgo, it is in opposition, which is a difficult energy across to Neptune in Pisces. So there is going to be some sort of clarity, some sort of a beginning. An opposition is like, it's like a tug of war. The good thing with that is that it needs to, there is an energy where there is a push and pull for there to be change, right? Now, the Knight of Chalices is in the crowning position, which for me speaks of your goal. It also speaks of what is on your mind, right? Now, it could be, you could be dealing with someone that has got strong fire, more than likely Leo with Pisces. We've also got a lot of air, so you could be, as I said, Libra, Sagittarius, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, very strong here. And because this is a general message here for all of you, it could go either way. It could go either way. So some of you may have strong air as well as Pisces, right, in your chart, or Leo. Okay, I don't think that the signs are as relative as the messages. So let's go on. There is an offer of love that is coming through. One thing I wanted to say about the Knight of Chalices here, this is someone who wears their heart on their sleeve. They may want to come forth with an offer, but, and this is what they are hoping to do, but sometimes with external things coming in, external energies coming in, they may not be able to come through so quickly. They are an energy which comes in slowly. Now, the near future, and as I said, within the next couple of weeks, we've got the Empress. Now, the Empress is the mother of Earth. She's the major arcana. She speaks of Libra and Taurus for me. Some people say Aries, yes. Now, Taurus is what we value, right? Uranus is in Taurus, and it is moving backwards. It is retrograde. It is moving back into Aries slowly. So, Aries is, of course, the first sign of the horoscope. It's the youth. It's the risk taker. So, I believe that through risk taking, because we've also got the Page of Wands there, which is another risk taker, I do believe that there can be a point of receiving the harvest, of expanding, of being able to be nurtured and loved. If this is the energy of your partner, then this is someone who sees you as someone who could be loved and nurtured. Now, this is very motherly energy. If this is your partner, then they are someone who can offer you a lot. And that could be financial abundance. It can be even with love and in relation to love. And many times we do show our love through giving things, giving anything tangible or physical, right? Who do we spend our money on? The people that we love. That's how we nurture them. That's another way of showing our our love and the importance of the other person. Now, the Empress can also be a mother figure. And as I'm looking at the cards, she's looking straight at the Wheel of Fortune. Now, as I said, the Wheel of Fortune is in the environment position, which speaks of something that is external to you. Now, the wheel comes in to say that there is a massive change in the mixed. It is a 10, which breaks down to a 1 again. So it's the 1 in the major arcana would be the Magician, and that is Mercury. Mercury is, of course, the trickster, but it's also information. It's Mercury goes down into the dungeon and comes up with information. And why am I saying that? Because Mercury, being in Virgo, soon will be hitting the 18 degrees, which Jupiter is in Scorpio. Very soon, because it's moving around 2 degrees, 2 degrees every day or something like that. It's like rushing through Virgo. Now, it's very strong in Virgo because it rules Virgo, but it's also the ruler of Gemini. So as soon as Mercury hits 18 degrees, it's going to be sextiling Scorpio, Jupiter in Scorpio. And that's when I believe that information is going to come up from the dungeon, from beneath, to be cleared out, to be, I want to say, reconciled. Some of you may be having a reconciliation, yes, with someone from your life that's been in and out of your life. Now, with Venus being there as well, there is a lot that is changing with love and anything to do with money as well, because Venus is money, and being in Scorpio, it is in relation to other people's money, wills, banks, loans, right? Anything like that. Now, the Wheel of Fortune and Jupiter here does speak of Sagittarian energy. So Sagittarius, some of you may be dealing with a foreign person, someone who is very spiritually connected to you, because that's what Sagittarius is. It's a very spiritual energy. Now, in the position of you, we have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups can speak of, yes, having choices, lots of choices, but again, it can speak of confusion, because Neptune does speak of confusion. It's wearing those rose-colored glasses. It's terrible in the sense that you can't see the forest from the trees. It's like there is a veil. There is a veil in front, and you cannot see clearly. Now, this is the divine. This is, you are being granted something. You need to, and that's what I feel that this card shows here. You need, yes, to trust your intuition, but this is your spirit guides. You need to trust in anything, any synchronicities that come in for you, because I believe that we are receiving, all of us, because the position of you is for everyone, receiving a message from the angels here. I love this energy. And in the hopes and fears, we've got the Ace of Cups. There's the mother with a child. For those of you that are giving birth or that are waiting to give birth, congratulations. Seriously, this is beautiful. The Ace of Cups is a new beginning in anything that fills your cup, that makes you very, very happy. Emotionally, new beginnings with a lot of very similar energy. Look at this. There's a lot of motherly love here now. Virgo is someone who, and that's where the new moon is happening, right? Virgo is someone who can be of service. Virgo is also the house of what we do day to day. It's also the house of health. So I do feel as though with these two cards, you need to love and nurture yourselves. if you are not receiving that yet from an external source, from other people, I feel that we need to love ourselves first. And that's another very strong message that's coming through. Now, if we look at these two cards, and this is amazing. The Queen of Swords is the same queen that is on the Ace of Cups, right? So this Queen of Swords could be a mother. Also, she could have, if this is air energy with water. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Now, the outcome card is the Knave of Wands, which is the Page of Wands, right? Now, the Page of Wands is a very passionate message that may be coming through from this beautiful king here. But it's also, as I said, the Page of Wands. Pages bring messages. Now, whatever message this is speaks of anything to do with wands, right? Fiery energy. Wands can be what we feel inspired to do, what we feel creative we need to do. And the Empress is a very, very creative energy. So this is absolutely beautiful. If you are in a job, in a career where you need creativity to produce, right? Whatever you're dealing with at work, then this is the right time. This is like a new beginning, because I also see he's holding that Ace of Wands. So taking a risk is going to begin something new for you. Do know that you can also inspire others with your creativity at this time, because knaves and pages could be younger people. They can be adolescents, children in our lives. So we've got children, we've got mothers, we've also got the father, which is the King of Wands, right? Right? And this could be at the time, let's say that these elements are not the right ones for you. You've got nothing to do with fire, nothing to do with swords. Mars, which is fire, is moving into Aquarius. So fire and air. This could be happening when and what? In the next day or so, because Mars is at 2950, right? So 29 degrees and 50 seconds, let's say. 50 minutes, sorry. So this is incredible. This is incredible. I do believe that a lot of you, when Mars moves into Aquarius, that is the beginning of what is going on here. Okay? Now, if we look at the lovers here, they're looking straight at this king. So could it be this king that is taking time out, wanting to make a decision? It could be your energy wanting to make a decision in relation to family matters with this King of Wands. Now, I'm going to take some more cards. I'm going to put the Five of Swords down, and I would like some more clarity. I want to look first of all at the Knight of Cups, which is the crowning card. Now, some of you may be dealing with two different people here, with a water sign and with a fire sign, more than likely. For those of you that are of air, strong air sign, you might be making a decision between two people. We've got a younger energy here, which is the Knight of Cups. And then we've got a more mature energy, which is the King of Wands. Now, as I was shuffling, the Six of Cups opened up, and we've got another baby here. As I was saying, for some of you, you could be dealing with someone who is coming back from your past. Now, the Six of Cups is like a twin flame energy. It's like the Two of Cups for me. Okay, it is a 6, again, balance. So I said I was going to look at this Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups could already be dealing with a child. They may have a little baby boy, it looks like. And could it be that they are looking at what is the right thing to do for this child? Or because the Six of Cups is a very innocent energy, they will not come forth unless they feel that they're doing the right thing. But do trust that there is innocence, there is trust here, and there is a meeting of the hearts here as well. This is a very youthful energy with the child here. It's like you're having a brand new beginning. That's what I want to say. Now, we've got Six of Cups and we've got the Seventh Cup here, which is the Seven of Cups. Now, could some of you, because Piscean energy is very intuitive, also Pisces rules sleep, right? When we sleep, the dreams we see, it's like, you know, when we have our eyes closed, that's what Pisces is. So it's not knowing, but the messages are coming through. They're coming through. They're either knocking on our door, they're either, you know, we're hearing little voices, little noises, whatever it is. For each person, it's going to be different. Now, the weather has really calmed down, which is lovely to see. I'm taking now a card on the Lovers. And we have the Two of Swords. Again, decision. Waiting on clarity, though. Waiting on clarity to receive clarity before you can make the decision. Now, here we've got two people fighting. So let's say that it's not a literal fight, but this could be an argument for some of you. For others of you, this is really like your mind, because that's what the swords are all about. It's all about our perception. We really are getting, we feel as though we've been hitting our heads up against the wall, trying to make a decision. Now, this could be you or your partner. It can go any way. Let's look at this King of Wands. I think this is the card. And we've also got the King of Pentacles. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Now, this could be a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn. Okay, he's showing off that pentacle. He's got a lot to offer. As I said, for some of you, you may be choosing between two people. I said we've got two kings here. Now, Taurus would be more prominent. Why? Because we've got the Empress, which does speak of, the Empress is, it depicts, right? It depicts Aphrodite, Venus. And Venus is the ruler of Taurus and Libra. So, now this King of Wands and this King of Pentacles could be the same person. Could be the same person. One who is as I said, has got a lot to offer. This could be an entrepreneur, a business person. For those of you that are making a choice between this King of Cups, did I say King of Cups? Okay, that's a message. Some of you are dealing with a King of Cups, which would be more than likely a Pisces, right? Others of you, as I said, we've got the King of Pentacles, which is earth, and then we've got fire. For those of you that this is the same person, as I said, they're an entrepreneur. They are quite in a good financial place. Now, these two kings could also be two partners in business, right? And they've got an important decision to make in relation to business. They could even be brothers because we've got the mother here. Now, could this Empress be the mother? Could these two be two brothers? And we've got the sister here. The sister who probably has a child. Now, it's funny because we've got the sister here who's already got a child, who already has a child, and then we've got the Empress who could be pregnant. Let's say she's not literally pregnant, and this could be happening. It's, you know, it's not amazing that a mother would be pregnant after her daughter's already a mother, right? Now, of course, for some of you, this could be the one person, one woman who is very creative. She's a literal mother, but she's also, something is also growing within her womb, right? Which, yes, she needs to be patient because it's going to take 6 months for her to literally give birth. Interesting. And could it be in the time of Sagittarius because she's looking straight at that wheel? Could it be straight in the time of Sagittarius when she will be giving birth? Let's look at, I want to look at the Queen of Swords, which is at the bottom. And we've got the Seven of Wands, and this is Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer. I love this card. It's another 7. Know that whatever you are going through right now, whatever past life healing, past life issues, childhood issues and wounds, know that because 7s are always the number of the divine for me, know that you are going through a healing process. This is Chiron, right? Which is an asteroid in the sky. As I said before, it's at 0 degrees of Aries. It's moving back into Pisces, and it's going to retrograde back into Aries. So again, it's going to be touching on Pisces. So Pisces is the last, let's say it's the last sign of the zodiac, which speaks of finishing some sort of a cycle. But you don't know because the house of Pisces is what is hidden, right? Now, Chiron, the centaur, which is half man, half horse, was wounded, right? So he going through, he could not get healed. He was wounded forever. So he was forever looking for medicine to heal himself. So he became the wounded healer. So wherever Chiron is, these are issues of hurt and issues of going through major lessons. But with Chiron moving into Pisces, you're going back to heal past life wounds before you can start the new journey with, you know, Chiron moving into Aries, which is the beginning of the zodiac, right? So whatever this Queen of Swords has spoken of and has intuitively given out to the universe, she's going through a healing process. Let's look at the Empress. The Empress, please, universe. Let's see. And we've got the Three of Wands. Beautiful. So we've got the Major Arcana 3 and the Minor Arcana 3. Again, expansion. Look at this woman. It's spring here. She has flowers. Something is flourishing. Something is growing. Okay? So for some of you, this could mean 3 and 3 equals 6 in a matter of 6 months. And I did say she has to wait through 6 months to give birth. Okay. So spring is in the air. She looks like she has a spring to her step as well, this woman in the Three of Wands. Let's look at the position of you with the Seven of Cups. Know that whatever you have planted, whatever seeds are going to grow, and there is a lot of stability here. This king is someone that you can really, really depend on. They're very slow moving, but they're very sure of themselves, very good with finances. Let's see what happens here with the Seven of Cups. And we've got the Magician. I did mention the Magician before. This is another ace. Whatever message you receive, and this is the energy of Mercury, I did say that Mercury goes down into the dungeon and brings up messages, right, from that dark hidden space, let's say of Pisces. Okay, you're going to be able to make magic. Look at that. I love the Magician. So communication, where you've got a brand new beginning. Let's look at, we've got like 3, it's as though we've got 3 aces here, because we've got the 10 that breaks down to a 1, we've got the Magician, we've got the Ace of Cups. Let's not forget the 10 of Swords, which fell out, which breaks down to a 1. Let's look at the card of Jupiter. What is external to you? And we've got the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is beautiful energy. So anything to do with business, working hard at something. For some of you, this is a brand new job. Now, I've had a couple of people comment on my channel that they've lost their job just recently. Don't worry, something new is coming in. Know that putting in the hard work, Jupiter is going to, and I did say that Saturn moving direct in Capricorn is whatever you've been working hard on, Jupiter is going to give you that abundance, that expansion, right? Keep working at what you're doing. It's going to pay off. Now, 8 is the number of Scorpio. It's also the number of Leo, because it's the strength number. Scorpio, as I said, is where Jupiter is. So we've got Jupiter and Scorpio. Amazing. Let's look at that Ace of Cups. And the baby, the child. Here we are. We've got the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. It's funny that the 4 of Pentacles fell over this position here. And the 4 of Pentacles does speak of holding tightly onto your finances, but it's also, for me, it speaks of home and family. So what value do you place on your home and your family? What do you hold very dear and very near to your heart? Now, the Four of Pentacles many times does speak of Taurus to me, because they are people who are very careful with their finances, with their money. They are people who, of course, invest and are very good with being providers for their home, for the people they love and nurture. So having the Ace of Cups and having the Four of Pentacles, that speaks of something new in relation to money and finances. Whatever you've been working at, and I'm going to say that again, know that there is more to come. Now, some of you, maybe if you have got a new family member, if you are expecting a new child, then you're being very careful with your money because, of course, there are expenses coming in. But you are building on your home. Let's look at the Knave of Wands, which is the outcome card. Oh my God. And King of Cups, I think we've got someone for everyone here. Okay. So, for some of you, this is the same king. And why I'm saying that, I feel as though for some of you, we've got someone who is very good with their money. They're opening up emotionally. Remember before with the Knight of Cups, I said King of Cups. I said it. And they can be very attracted to you. They can have a very strong sexual energy at this time, right? They're feeling very passionate, very creative. Now, again, I said that these could be brothers. Now, there is a third brother here. One of them, yes, of course, I suppose one could be a father, but I would say more than likely this is a sibling energy. As I said, for some of you, this is practically the same person in 3 different phases of their life. They're going through massive changes because they're growing, they're maturing, they're showing all their colors. The only king I did not have is the King of Swords. Now, these 3 people could be partners at work as well. But the King of Cups is someone who is emotionally ready to give from their heart. They're ready to be open and clear. There is a message of love, and I said that. Passionate and emotional, the message is going to be, right? So the King of Cups is the king of your heart. Now, I don't think for many of you that you will be choosing between the King of Cups, King of Pentacles, and King of Wands. I believe that whatever the sign, I believe that for those of you that are choosing between 2 people, it's either one or the other who, through growth, spiritual growth, and with this new moon, is going to show up as this King of Cups. So the King of your heart will be sending you, and that's how I've christened the King of Cups from now on. He's the King of Hearts for me. There's going to be a message which is going to be like the rosebud that opens up its petals and gives off that beautiful fragrance that is very enduring, that is very beautiful. That's what I saw. I saw a rosebud which is growing into a beautiful rose, and it's red, of course. So let's look at, very importantly, You know, it's funny that, it is really funny that we've got, and 3 kings speak of protection, just so you know. We've got these 2 kings are showing up with a red cape, whereas this one is wearing, yes, the red cape, but they've got green. Green is growth. Red is passion, right? And I find it strange that the King of Hearts is wearing red. So that means that they've got a passionate side to them, but their emotional side is coming through at the moment. Let's look at that 5 of Swords. And we have the 8, which is the strength, the number of strength, but it is called justice. Wow. Justice is on its way. And if you notice here, and I'm going to look into this, with the 5 of Swords, it is, if you are under 18, please turn this video off. The depiction is quite a scary depiction. The second woman is holding someone's head, off with his head, as they say. So they have taken justice, these 2 women, on whatever was very difficult for them and in their life. Now I do see they look like they are pregnant, these women, so I'm going to look into the story of what's behind this depiction, which is fascinating to me. Here we've got the justice here, Libra, right? Libra, and also Leo again, because it's the strength card. The messages here are, yes, you can do this. Yes, you will find your justice. Yes, it is the right time to go through that new door, that brand new door, which is your destiny. This is karmic. It's a very karmic time. Let me look at the 2 of Swords, which shows that there is 2 people that are arguing. They're trying to make a decision, but it's like they're tearing each other apart. The decision here is like tearing both of them apart. And we've got the 5 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles is the miser card. It's being left out in the cold, not having enough. It's a number of imbalance, financial imbalance. This person looks as though he's poverty-stricken, and he's actually asking for help. So financial issues, an imbalance. Now, something happens with 5s where something's going to happen where there's going to be a change. And I will be taking some Sibillas here. So if we add up these numbers, 7 and 6 are 13, some sort, this is the death energy. Something's going to have to change. Through a decision and through death and transformation, leaving behind what was conflicting and what was you feeling as though you did not have enough, and trusting through the process, trusting the process. That's what I want to say. I'm going to take one more card on the external environment position. Wow, the cards are getting upset. Okay, this is the card. It just stopped in my hand. Oh my God. Okay, 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. Someone feels as though they've been crucified. Someone feels as though they will be crucified if they do not have the strength to pull this through, to get through this energy. The Eight of Swords is always a mental blockage. It's, you know, you're up in your head. You feel as though it's a mental prison. Some of you may feel that work is the prison for you. But this is only mental, right? This is a perception. Just looking at the card. This is a perception that working through any issues for you is going to leave you in a very difficult position. Some of you may be fearing not having enough work. Some of you may be fearing that you are in a rut and you just can't move. But as I said, with Saturn moving direct, it is time to move forward. It is that time. Now we've got 2 8s here. You've got 3 8s. Three 8s are 24. They do equal a 6. Okay, so the eternity symbol is like something that you're going over and over again. It's as though you're going over things. You're looking for information. You're looking for help. You're looking for something that you're working hard, but you're stuck in your head, that you are scared, you are worried, you're fearful that what you're working on is not going to happen. But it is. It is. Let me just take one more card on this King of Cups, which is the outcome card. One more card on that King of Cups. Wow, okay, this one flipped open and closed again. I'm going to take it. 7 of Pentacles. Okay, another 7. You have now 3 7s. 3 7s are 21. They do add up to the 3, which is the Empress. Here is the harvest. This is, look at the little angel down the bottom, collecting the grapes. This is like receiving the harvest, yes. And this is, I would say, more than likely, the month of September. Why? Because, and this is a divine number, the 7, because usually at the end of summer is when we collect the grapes. That's the season, right? So this is harvest time. Now, also, something to do with drinking the wine. The King of Cups. I feel as though the King of Cups may be someone who likes to drink good wine. They may have very particular taste in what they like to drink, right? So this would be someone who is quite prosperous. Now, some of you may be dealing with work that deals with you're making wine, you're producing wine. This is beautiful. Absolutely. Okay, let me take some Sibillas. It's time. I would like to look at the King of Wands. First of all, the King of Wands. Now, the challenge in the now position is the 4 of Swords, right? So 4 of Swords is having done battle and getting ready to move on to your next battle, okay? But with the card of having Aphrodite here, Venus, right? Look at her pointing up to the sky. The prize is that love is coming in, and it looks as though she's having a conversation with probably, you know, the gods. If she is, and she's going to go through a lot, Venus is going through a lot, while she will be moving through Scorpio. She is taking time to communicate, but this is communication through love in relation to what you value and your stability in your home. That's what I see in that card. I want to look at, first of all, the King of Wands, and then I will look at the King of Pentacles. So we've got domestico, which is someone who is close to your home. This is the butler. This is your right-hand man. But sometimes with this card, he's someone who likes to work for their own gain. So there may be a lack of trust in this King of Wands. Mensagero, so messages coming from afar. We've got 2 11s here. And then we've amica, which is harmony. This is a confidant, a best friend. But she also does remind me of Libra because she speaks of harmony, and that's balance. Now the King of Wands could be, for those of you that are meeting this King of Wands, if this is someone new in your life, then you may be meeting them through friends, or you could be becoming very good friends. For others of you, the amica being the Libra card, some of you may be moving into a legal situation with this King of Wands. If this is someone that you are in a legal situation, divorcing, it looks like with the amica, you will be fine. You will have your balance. Let's look at the King of Pentacles. Now, I feel that there is a bit of ego here with this King of Pentacles, the way he's showing that pentacle. His pentacles are very important to him. Pentacles do speak of, yes, money, but they do speak of anything physical, tangible that we place value on. And also, he's very career, very business orientated. So he may place a lot of value on his business. Let's see. Allegrezza al cuore, which is happiness of the heart. But this could also speak of a love triangle. There's 3 people here. Here we've got the militare, which is Capricornian energy. For some of you, this could be Capricorn in the earth sign. For others of you, then this is someone who is trying to climb a mountain. It's not easy. It's Capricornian energy, and that's where we need to fight. Like when I say fight, I mean work very hard, stand in our integrity, and put in the hard work before we can become the King of Pentacles, right? And then we've got, there we go. The hard work is going to pay off. Here is security, right? Here is growth. Here is stability. This is also, some of you, those of you that are getting serious with this King of Pentacles, this does speak of a financially abundant wedding, right? So some of you may be taking your relationship to the next level with this King of Pentacles. Okay, let's look at the King of Cups. King of Cups who is taking a risk. Stanza. Stanza is intimacy, anything that goes on behind closed doors. It's also an ace. And things that have been hidden. So this is news coming in as well. So the news is coming in. It's passionate news with the Page of Wands, right? Then we have the Il Nemico, which is the enemy. But this reminds me of Scorpionic energy. Okay, so this this King of Cups would either be Pisces or Scorpio, because this snake, you may have thought that this King of Cups was your enemy. Maybe they thought you're the enemy. Maybe there's been animosity between the two of you, but there's going to be a change with this snake shedding its skin. It's an 11. Again, something brand new. Now, this could be competitive energy as well, because an enemy could be a competitor. One more card, and then we've got the Viaggio. So this is travel. You're going on a voyage. This is very Sagittarian. Here is your knight. Remember before how I said, by accident, the Knight of Cups could be the King of Cups. They may be traveling to come in to see you, but they may be needing to take care of some sort of business, anything to do with children. This knight is trying to find their balance in anything to do with their emotional state. Okay? And as I said, this could be someone who's already a father. Now, if the King of Cups is the same person as the King of Pentacles, yes, that could be the case. The King of Wands could be someone who, if this is the same person, again in a different light, there have been issues with trust. If this is someone else and you are choosing between two people, then the King of Pentacles or King of Cups would be your King of Hearts. And I'm going to put some Sibillas on the Three of Wands and the Empress. Now, could the Empress be a mother figure? One of your mothers, a mother of yours, sorry, or a mother of these kings, because she's the Empress. She's above the kings. Could there be issues, I don't know, with a mother figure? There's the baby. This Empress is truly giving birth. She is truly giving birth, something brand new, and it's a blessing. Look at that 7. We've got the Bambino. We've got the Casa, which is the home. It could also be the work. It could be your business, right? There is stability and growth here. Something brand new to do with home, business. Some of you are buying a new home. You are expanding your home by having a family, so you need to move to a bigger home. Yes. And this is absolutely stunning because you're finding your balance. The consolante sorpresa is something that you did not expect. This is the energy of Uranus. Yes, Uranus in Taurus. Taurus is what we value. It's our comforts. It's our earned income through work, yes. And Taurus is the opposite sign of where Jupiter is, in Scorpio. Love this. It's 6. It's a number 6. I would like to look at what is this healing with the card of Chiron, the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands can also be, you've got the strength, you've got people that are against you, but you've got the higher ground. You can fight with your wand. You can creatively passionately fight for what you believe in. Now, these are two very opposing energies. Again, we've got air and fire, right? So, could this queen be working through past life issues? Could wounds be coming up? Let's see. I'm going to take some Sibillas here. Now, the Queen of Wands could also mean a breakup in the distant past. It could mean a breakup because of passion and because of speech, conversation. Maybe there were passionate conversations which, led to a breakup in the distant past. And that could be like 7 weeks ago, 7 years ago. And these are issues that you are working through karma, because that's what it is. Chiron, the wounded healer, speaks of past life issues. We're back here to work through this energy. And we've got a malato, which is low morale. This could be physical illness as well. And it's right on top of Chiron. Delirante, deliriousness. Now, what could that speak of? Feeling delirious. In medical terms, I don't know, use your imagination. Whatever it is, it's like feeling giddy, feeling dizzy, right? Feeling lost, a sense of not having your balance. That's what it is. But here in this card, and it's a neutral card, there is support. You are not alone. And luckily we've got Fortuna, the wheel of fortune. Things change. That's what Jupiter does. Oops. Okay, I want to look at the external position, and then I will take the romance angels. And we have the Gran Signore, which is like the King of Pentacles for me. This is the King. This could be the King of Cups, the King of your heart. And he's a number 13, so Scorpio is very strong here. Let's look at what else. We've got Lettera. Now, Lettera is news coming in. It can be legal issues again. Yes. And then we've got Sacerdote. Very strong Taurian energy here. Taurus with Sagittarius, because we've got the energy of Jupiter. Now, the Gran Signore is looking straight at, oh my goodness, this is a 13 as well. Wow. If we add up 2 13s plus the 2, they equal 28. 2 and 8 equal number 10. There is a commitment coming in. This is Jupiter. There is a commitment. You're learning about what was hidden, what this Gran Signore was not telling you. They're coming clean. Okay? Now, this is, as I said, taking your relationship to the next level. Jupiter is blessing us, all of us. Some of you are growing spiritually. Others of you are connected spiritually with this King of Hearts. Now, could this king, for others of you, yes, this king could be going through legal issues, getting a divorce. If this is someone new in your life, for those of you that are meeting this person, they still have legal issues they are working through, but do know that spiritually you are connected. Did I want to say one more thing? Yes, I did. I want to look at the Knight of Cups with the Six of Cups, because that is very soulmate energy up there. Let's see. with the Knight of Cups. I did say the King of Cups before. Let's see. So we've got ladro, which is something stolen, something gone missing. Okay, it's a 10. 10s break down to a 1. Let's see. We've also got la matrice, which is the woman lover. She does add up to her. She's a 12, which is the hanged man. But she holds on to something that is very precious. So this passionate woman, this very sexual energy here, has, it's as though the fire was put out for some reason. And then we've got Speranza, which is the card of hope. Yes, it's the card of fear again. Wow. So whatever went missing, whatever went lost, sorry, I can't even talk, in anything to do of what is of value to you. Look at what she's holding in her hand. A precious jewel. Whatever's been missing in anything to do with your sexuality, your intimacy, your intimate relationship, something went astray. Maybe this is the third person that is in the way. But we've got the card of hope. Do not fear, though, that things will not work out. If we add up these cards, they add up to a 20, a 30, which breaks down to a 3. Again, it's the Empress. Again, it's something new being born. Let's see what other messages I can get from here. You've got the Ace of Cups in your hopes and fears. It's there. No one fears a brand new beginning of emotional happiness. No one fears that. So it's a hope, obviously. You are hoping for those Ace of Cups. Others of you are hoping for a new financial happiness. You've been saving your money. You've been putting it away, trying to save up maybe for a new home. Some of you may be wanting to travel. You've been saving your pennies to be able to travel. Do know that you may have a visitor which is coming through. Others of you are traveling to a foreign land, let's say, to meet up with this knight, which is the knight in shining armor. Okay, let me take 3 cards before I go on to the spirit messages. 3 cards in relation to love. I would like to say that because this is a very general reading for a lot of you, please choose card 1, 2, or 3, and I believe that that's going to be your message. 1, 2, or 3. Archangel Michael. One more card. One more card, dear Michael. In relation to love at this time, and I feel that this is it. Okay, so if you chose number 3, getting to know each other, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. If you chose number 2, your message is finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And if you chose number 1, we have let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Okay? All right. I want to take another card for each of you. Okay, so if you chose number 1, one moment please.